including his parents, his wife, his two young daughters, and several other children. He then hanged himself. A man in southern China reportedly committed suicide after stabbing 10 school children. The attacker stabbed 6 boys and 4 girls as they stood outside the gate of an elementary school. Attacks of this magnitude and frequency are rare and have only recently become a problem. Police have arrested only Severin train station in northwest Moscow.
The woman was walking around with the severed child's head, screaming that she's a terrorist, threatening to blow herself up.
The woman took the hand out of her bag and started shouting that she had killed a child.
In this atmosphere, Christ can come at any moment. Something is happening here and now. You see it, you feel it. Even the most liberal, ungodly, atheistic people say everything is spinning out of control.
A 30-year-old man unleashed a car.
The look in his face was just unreal. The guy was completely gone.
believed to be sweeping the state, is now potentially in our local neighborhoods.
Police say the bath salt, known as Flocka, may have been in this man's system when he attacked a Brevard officer.
Police say 41-year-old Kenneth Crowder ran around naked through this Melbourne neighborhood saying that he was God and performing lewd acts on a tree before getting tased by an officer, and tased him twice. But we're told he didn't go down. In fact, he apparently pulled the probes from his torso and went after the officer, grabbing his badge and using it as a weapon.
That guy had superhuman strength.
A 47-year-old man, Mark Meekhofer, made his first court appearance today, and our Jessica Miles was in the courtroom. And Jessica, turned out to be a pretty dramatic court appearance. Yeah, unlike one that I have never seen, that's for sure.
Mark reveals he heard God talking to him.
And I was waiting for a phone call, and God told me to sit here and wait. The truth is, God wrote about me 2,000 years ago. He wrote about me in a book. It says that I can do whatever I want.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We are learning more about the man shot after a confrontation with police over the weekend.
Donald found out last night his son was the guy police shot.
Praise 19 Jesus Christ. He is buried now.
He's been in Lakeview at the pavilion, and he tells us he's Jesus and that they're going to kill Michael, and he has to go eat with the disciples.
My heart was pounded.
Shelley Campbell was on the job at this convenience store in Starlight when a truck plowed into the front doors. She snapped this photo. Investigators say Harry Cowan was behind the wheel. A mother of Cowan, who asked not to be identified, says there is much more to this story. He has been drug-free, is in outpatient treatment, but this week she noticed changes in him.
When I last was driving him to meetings on Wednesday morning, he was imagining that he was the second coming of Christ. He was not normal.
Camden police have arrested a woman who they say ran her car into a Walmart store on purpose. The incident happened around 8:30 last night. Police say they arrived to find that Crystal Marshall had gotten out of her car and was screaming. An officer at the scene says the marshal told him that the rapture was coming and that God told her to do it.
Now agencies are on the lookout for it on Tri-State streets. On your side, Jordan Burgess examines what parents need to know about this latest drug danger. Jordan?
Well, that drug is called Flocka, or in some cases, Ravo, and according to reports, it led one man to try to break down the door of a police department, another to streak through the streets claiming his clothes had been stolen. We're asking if the drug is showing up in the Tri-State. An old drug with a new name, now creating some new problems.
Becomes aggressive, violent behavior.
Known as Flocka, the drug is grabbing headlines across the country after getting its start in Florida.
The latest synthetic compound that's raising concern among public health experts.
So what is Flocka? Those with the Hamilton County Crime Lab say it's a type of bath like those that swept through Ohio a few years ago before they were outlawed. But now it's been rebranded, and it's said to cause excited delirium that can lead users to do bizarre and oftentimes dangerous things.
That's Freddie Shaw, and he has to be tightly restrained by paramedics because he is high on bath salts. Matter of fact, he's ODing. Freddie's story is one of thousands about people chasing that next high. And as we go along, a couple of cannibalism and self-mutilation cases could be linked to bath salts. Freddie's story is not unique as a former user. It's unique because he is a survivor.
Today, psychotic episodes, screaming at demons only they see, dangers only they feel. They can get violent, lashing out at themselves or at strangers. People fight for cars
Wisconsin this morning, an 18-year-old man is behind bars, accused of attacking drivers on Highway 441 while naked.
And good evening to you. There are many questions tonight about a naked man walking along a highway in Appleton. He not only slowed traffic, police say he attacked those who tried to help.
It was reported seeing a naked man walking on the side of the road, causing a distraction for motorists.
There were multiple 911 calls.
Sergeant David Lund says before officers arrived on scene, the 18-year-old man attacked a woman who pulled over to see if he was okay.
Well, she was stopped. He charged at her vehicle and was somehow able to get her driver's door open. Punched her repeatedly.
When officers arrived on scene, the man started yelling at police to shoot him.
Because of the way he was acting, because of his lack of cooperation, he did end up being tased.
They're still trying to figure out how he got on the highway in the first place.
There was no other vehicle that they found close by. They did not find any other clothing nearby, so they're really wondering where exactly he initially came from.
Shows the moment an accused killer came crashing through a fence, smashing into a 7-Eleven. That's where he reportedly fought with customers and police before finally being taken into custody.
It gives me chills. It gives me chills, and it makes me feel more comfortable that I stayed inside with my dog.
When the car went through the fence, it bent some of the rods and pushed the whole thing to the other side of the road. Not even a mile away, the escape ended. He crashed into this 7-Eleven, hitting the building so hard, ceiling tiles fell down. The guy somehow got out of the car, bloody and naked, and when someone tried to help him, he attacked. It took at least 4 officers to pin this guy down, spreading blood on the sidewalk and police. But some heard the victim crying out.
About 5 minutes of a horror movie. Screaming, yelling. It stopped for a few minutes and then horrifying screaming.
What's most important is for parents to be aware of this latest drug threat.
So far, Ohio officials say few are using Flocka in the state, and Hamilton County hasn't seen any recent cases. But everyone is keeping an eye on the threat the drug could pose if it gets here.
Certainly something that we continue to remain vigilant.
A bizarre story out of Appleton this morning. An 18-year-old man is behind bars, accused of attacking drivers on Highway 441 while naked.
Hey, good evening to you. There are many questions tonight about a naked man walking along a highway in Appleton. He not only slowed traffic, police say he attacked those who tried to help.
This is just a very odd set of circumstances that we have this morning.
Drivers reported seeing a naked man walking on the side of the road, causing a distraction for motorists.
There were multiple 911 calls.
Sergeant David Lund says before officers arrived on scene, the 18-year-old man attacked a woman who pulled over to see if he was okay.
While she was stopped, he charged at her vehicle and was somehow able to get her driver's door open, punched her repeatedly, and unknown exactly what the specific drug may have been.
When officers arrived on scene, the man started yelling at police to shoot him.
Because of the way he was acting, because of his lack of cooperation, did end up being tased.
They say they're still trying to figure out how he got on the highway in the first place.
There was no other vehicle that they found close by. They did not find any other clothing nearby, so they're really wondering where exactly he initially came from.
It shows the moment an accused killer came crashing through a fence, smashing into a 7-Eleven. That's where he reportedly fought with customers and police before finally being taken into custody.
It gives me chills. It gives me chills, and it makes me feel more comfortable that I stayed inside with my daughter.
When the car went through the fence, he bent some of the rods and pushed the whole thing to the other side of the road. Not even a mile away, the escape ended. He crashed into this 7-Eleven, hitting the building so hard, ceiling tiles fell down. The guy somehow got out of the car, bloody and naked, and when someone tried to help him, he attacked. It took at least 4 officers to pin this guy down, spreading blood on the sidewalk and police. But some heard the victim crying out.
About 5 minutes of